How's it going, guys? And welcome to RC Cincy. Today I'm super excited. I found this at Walmart for $24.99. It is the Hoonigan Hoonicorn Mustang. So this was a vehicle that Ken Block drove. As we all know, he died a while back, and he was really a race drifting legend. He did a really crazy stuff with vehicles and different vehicles he had. So it has kind of like a little bit of information here. You can see that it is licensed. So you can see the little Ford thing license here. So it's pretty legit. Just really quickly on this particular little motor truck car, it is 1/16 scale. It says it does 6 miles per hour scale wise. It's pretty fast. Rechargeable USB. 2.4 gigahertz. It is a pistol grip. Thank God. A lot of these cheaper cars do not have pistol grips. 150-foot range. It said it had over 1.5 billion views on YouTube, which I believe. It was really popular, age 6 and up. 1/16 scale, even though I think it's a little smaller. But what really caught my eye is this body is incredible. Feels like a Lexan body, and it uses hobby grade pins to hold the body on. This body may fit some of my other smaller drift vehicles. Now, to be honest with you, even if this car is crap, I'm going to try to upgrade the car because it looks amazing with these white wheels and this body. It looks spot on to his car. I'm probably going to cut the posts a little shorter, maybe even do magnets, but at least at the very least cut those posts shorter, make sure the vehicle is slammed. And I'm probably going to up the power and try to make this better. It may be incredible. We don't know yet. But at the very least, I'm going to try my best to upgrade. You can see the little Mustang thing. Oh, I'm excited for this one. It looks legit. So without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this. Let's grab out my trusty knife and get this bad boy opened up. So let's go ahead and cut the tape. Let me make sure I give myself a little slack. It does have tape on a couple sides. Hopefully I'll hit my camera again. I hit it in the previous video and kind of made some weird noises. I apologize. I'll try to be a little more careful. Boom. Got this bad boy open. Set that to the side for now. And then let's slide out the car. See what all you get. In the bottom, a bunch of stuff fell. Cool. So, we're going to set this right here. So, the very first thing is this thank you for your purchase. Fly bar. Customer satisfaction. It says do not return it back to the store that they'll call. You have a website, a number, everything right there to contact them to help solve your issues. Then we get a manual just showing you guys the car, how do you adjust the front steering if it's off, all that fun stuff. Shows you what does what. Troubleshooting. Does have a warranty. Not sure how long, but if it has any issues or anything like that, 90-day limited warranty. I guess if it's defective from the factory. Yes, I love this. A non-proprietary battery. So I have these batteries, and I also have upgraded batteries like this. So this one is 3.7 volts at capacity of 500 milliamps. So this is an ion battery. So this is the amazing part. I have tons of batteries with this style connector, so we can easily just up the power by just putting in a different battery. So we don't have to do any modifications. The battery itself can be swapped. Now, let me experiment. I'll drop it now. Let me experiment on mine first, because either way I want to upgrade some stuff in it. So if the board burns out, it's not the end of the world. Don't do it on yours. I'm going to charge this up. Of course, we're going to run it as factory RTR, and then we're going to see what this thing can handle and what we can do with it. So, of course, you're just going to mash this up. Only plugs in one way. Clip it, positive, positive, negative, negative. Plug this in and then charge this bad boy. Absolutely charge it. I literally have like 3 or 4 of these batteries at least, maybe more, anywhere from 400 to 500. I think I even have a 650, 3.7 volts. I've seen bigger ones. I've seen all kinds of them. So we're going to first do it with obviously the factory stuff. So I'm really excited about that. And another thing is I'm excited about, it has hobby grade stuff. Like a battery like that is entry level hobby grade, but it's hobby grade. The body being Lexan body with clips, that's entry level, but it's there. So, we're gonna have to show that here in a second, honey, because I'm gonna get too distracted. Let's get out the transmitter. And you are going to need a screwdriver, and you are going to need batteries for the transmitter itself, 2 AA's. So let's unscrew this screw right here. This is what holds the transmitter in place. Just like that. Oh man, that's a long screw. Throw that in there. Oh yeah, the pistol grip. Of course it's all or nothing. You can hear the click. Same thing with steering, all or nothing. And then, of course, you get an off and on switch. And then where the heck do you put the batteries? So there is one screw. I'm going to probably remove that screw and just use the latch part because it usually holds strong enough. So let's go ahead and remove the screw. Let's see if it's captive. Then I'll maybe leave it on there. Is it captive? Yep, it is. Good on them. And then, of course, you're going to take your 2 AA batteries you need to provide. Boom. Boom. Put the door cover back on. It can snap, see how it holds, so you can just, I'm just going to go ahead and put a little tightness on that screw just to be safe. Throw that screwdriver right here for now. Turn it on. You get a red light up here. Cool. Now let's check out the vehicle. This is what's got me blown away. So let's look at it first and I'll pop off the body. So Lexan body, absolutely beautiful detail with the actual twin turbos. Everything. Kill all tires. I think it actually said that as well. American Racing, Hoonigan. I think the original one had more stickers, but these are like legit schemes. It's just the other one had more sponsors. American Racing Custom Wheels. Maybe that is all. Tire Slayer. Oh man, this is like incredible. So that's what it looks like. It doesn't seem to have any lights. We'll have to try it out. Very scale looking with the little Mustang in the front. So that's the Lexan body. Underneath, it just seems to be just rear-wheel drive, steering in the front. You can adjust it if it's drifting one way or another. No big deal there. Obviously, an off and on switch. And it does have a screw now. You probably could remove the screw and only use the battery door, which I may end up doing. We'll see if this one's captive. Let's go ahead and pop that open. Perfect. It does have quality control, and it does tell you at the bottom DC 3.7 volts. Knowing me, you know, but so let's go ahead and just plug this up. Now I do recommend charging this first. The cavity is big enough for one of my 2S batteries. Hint, wink. So we'll see how that does. So let's quickly just close this. I just want to make sure that it works, and then we'll properly charge it before we actually do the run, because I don't want to do it unfair with it not being charged. So let's turn it on. I don't know if we get any lights. Let's go ahead and turn this on. So let's look at the back. Let's look at the front. No lights. Does the steering work? Yep. All or nothing. And don't mind the speed because technically it's not charged, but that's the wheel spin. So it needs some power for sure. So let's go turn that off immediately. We don't want to mess up that battery. What we'll do is we'll throw this bad boy on the charger, give it a full charger cycle. I'll see if the light comes on first or if the light's off and then it comes on when it's done. It's always vice versa. Some of them have nicer green lights. This one probably does not. It's just probably going to be either off or on. It's just going to do vice versa or whatever you plug it in. So if it's on, it'll turn off. If it's off, it'll turn on. So just be aware of that. Give us some time to charge. So what we'll do is we'll come right back, do a little bit of ripping around. We'll try the tile and the carpet. Most likely a smoother surface is going to do so much better because of low clearance. It probably doesn't have that much power, so we'll have to kind of see how that does. So we'll be right back. Oh, before we come back, I want to do this. I want to see how nice this Lexan body is. So it looks like 4 pins, just like in a hobby grade car. Oh yeah. So it has, for the grill, it has that screwed in, and then for the twin turbo setup, that's screwed in. So really, really nice Lexan body. I wish I had a peel on it because it'd preserve it much better. Does it? It may. It may have a peel. Yes, it does. I don't want to peel it off. It has a peel on it. Sweet. So it does seem to have some peel on it. Looking at the chassis itself, pretty standard geared motor. The receiver box we can get to, or that may be the motor where it steers. So battery tray here, motor, receiver, and then has a little electric motor for the front. Looks like the body posts, can they be adjusted? Looks like they might be able to be adjusted. That would be amazing, so we could slam it more, but it's really low to the ground. Really smooth bottom. You'd be surprised. These little motors could take the voltage. What's really going to come down, so can this one. What's really going to come down to is, can the board handle 4.7 volts? If so, this would be a huge up in power. So we'll see, but that's a separate video modifying. So that's the body. Really, really nice quality body. I would leave the peel on it as long as possible, just so it keeps the body in good shape. And then remember putting these back on. They're very easy. Body clips, if you lose them, they're just typical little clips that you would use on any remote control car. So you'll just pop them on. I'll pop those off camera because they're going to take a while. So what we'll do is we'll charge this up and we'll come back and rip this around for you guys. Okay, so we're back with the Hoonigan Hoonicorn Mustang, a license of course, and we charge the battery, the included 3.7 volt 500 milliamp battery. You plug it in, the light is on, and the light goes off when it's done. We threw in of course some AA batteries in the transmitter. Much peppier than before. And of course, all or nothing steering and all or nothing throttle. Now we do want to upgrade this and we want to do some stuff to it, especially the body. To me, just this body alone's worth it. We'll see if this car is worth the 24 bucks. So the carpet's going to be slower, the tile's going to be faster. You may have to zoom in and look over that way, but I just want to rip it around, see how it does. Holy smokes. That's a lot faster than I expected it to. Wonder if you could drift. Nah, it's grippy tires. Here, I'm gonna rip it into the other room. And then rip it back. Whoops. Nah, it's not as fast as I thought, but it's not, you know what? For a 3.7 volt battery, it's not terrible. And I don't want to wreck this too much and split the plastic because it doesn't have a bumper. Thank God I didn't split it because I want to keep this body really, really nice. So to be honest with you, it's got some pep. I think on a smoother surface, like it's not completely terrible. You know what I mean? Like 6 miles per hour for scale for that. Like human 6 miles per hour is fast compared to that little car. Let's see which way it pulls. So it drifts a little bit to the left, so it needs to go boop, a little bit more that way. Oh, a kid would have an absolute blast with this. I cannot see over the couch. So to be honest with you, not the worst car. Like I said, I bought it to modify and upgrade. I think I am going to modify and upgrade this chassis just because it all fits well. Maybe shave down these posts. I don't know if I'm going to slam it anymore. It looks good. I want to have some clearance. There's plenty of room for an upgraded battery. We can easily do lights if we wanted to, but the main thing is going to be upgrading its performance. I feel like the performance is not there. I don't know if we're going to be able to use the same board and controller. I may upgrade that because there is technically room in there to set some stuff up. Those little motors, you'd be surprised how much voltage they can take. Same thing with the steering turning, can take quite a bit. So they can easily take 7.4. It's just about if the board itself will take that. So we'll experiment and see what happens. But I'm really interested to see, and then obviously get a better transmitter or whatever. But like soup this up and have this an amazing little car. Now that is in a future video, but for now, I like it. I think it's fun to drive around. It's not terrible. I'd really like it. You're gonna pay the $24.99 just because simple fact that you're paying a lot of licensing fees here. You have Ford, Hoonigan, you know, the Hoonigan unicorn name. It looks authentic, it looks beautiful, a lot of scale detail on it. So that's most of the money. It isn't much going towards the actual radio control car. There is a lot of 1/14 scale. This says 1/16 scale, looks like more like 1/14 scale. There is a lot of those little drift vehicles that are similar size to this that you could probably pop this body on or modify this one. If you modify it, you may be able to do a servo with, you know, proportional steering, maybe a better motor with a nice radio. I'm just gonna see what I can do. I can't promise any of that, but I'm gonna see. I'm gonna start with just upgrading the power and then go from there. Just make it a little more peppier and then make it more controlling, smoother. Maybe turning it into a drift vehicle. I don't know. It does have the rubber wheels for grip, so this is more for racing. But solid axle geared. You know, not typically ideal, but you know, we can work with that. So I don't think it's bad. I like it. The looks and everything is everything to me. So I may be subjective in this video, but you know, it's amazing. I think it's a beautiful car. He is going to be missed. Ken Block was an amazing motorsport driver. So for sure. So yeah, just look at. I'm trying to look at some stuff underneath here. It's not bad, dude. Like I said, Flybar did an okay job. I just wish they would have added a little more power, maybe done like 7.4 volt, and if they would have done 7.4 volt and proportional, they would have knocked it out of the park. But then the price of the car would have been up. So I kind of get it. They had to keep it down a little bit. And yeah, not the worst thing in the world I've ever driven. Honestly, it's kind of peppy and looks good. So plus there. So there you have it, guys. The Hoonicorn Mustang. Very beautiful vehicle. Like I said, a lot of scale detail with the twin turbos, with the front, everything. It just, this alone is worth it to me. So there you have it, guys. That's going to do it for this video. Stay tuned. I may try to throw in a crazy battery in here and do some other modifications. Stay tuned for all that. And that's going to do it for this one. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.